Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to the Global TV News Circle here in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I am Fauzi Yelukman. President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday says his administration is targeting a 3.76% economic growth in the 2024 fiscal year. This was as he spotlighted national security, local job creation and poverty reduction as the top priorities of the 2024 appropriation bill, which he claimed the new budget of the renewed hope agenda. Addressing the NAS, Tinubu promised to overhaul the nation's internal security architecture to enhance law enforcement capabilities to safeguard lives, property and investments nationwide. He said the proposed budget prioritizes human capital development with particular attention given to children because human capital remain the most critical resources for national development. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, has offered lower production costs and untapped mineral resources as part of the fresh incentives to woo prospective foreign investors. The minister gave the offer at the Mines and Money conference held in London on Tuesday, according to a statement signed by his special advisor, Kehinde Bamigbetan Alake. Addressing global stakeholders in the mining industry, pitched for more investment in Nigeria's listing unique advantages such as lower production costs due to surface mining and billions of dollars in untapped minerals. Alake said the current administration has embarked on reforms to boost investment by streamlining production and reducing hurdles to attract foreign investors. He also quoted recent reports that mining's contribution to Nigeria's GDP rose from 0.2% to 0.85% last year, indicating 0.63% year-on-year growth. Alake further urged investors to support the socio-economic development of the communities where the mine is making mutual beneficial. Minister of Education Tahir Mamman has called for judicious use of $1.2 billion World Bank loan to tackle adolescent girls' education in Nigeria. Mamman stated this in Abuja on Tuesday while inaugurating the National Steering Committee of Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Agile program. The Agile National Project Coordinator Amin Haruna said the focus was to improve secondary education among girls in targeted areas in participating states. Haruna listed the 18 participating states as Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Ekiti, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, Niger, Plateau, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara State. She said over 2.4 million girls benefited from the program across 7 states. Also, Shubham Chaudhry, the World Bank Country Director of Nigeria, disclosed that while $500 million was initially approved by the bank, another approval of $700 million have been brought to the facility to $1.2 billion. The Minister of State Police Affairs, Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, has empowered no fewer than 500 women of Nasarawa State origin with grinding and sewing machines in order to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy and to make them self-reliant. Speaking during the distribution in Kefi local government area of the state, the minister said the gesture was in line with President Bola Tinubu's administration's desire to boost the small and medium-scale enterprises in the country. While urging the beneficiaries to make good use of the machines, Suleiman Ibrahim, who is also an indigene of the state, appealed to all residents to continue to give the needed support to the Tinubu administration to enable him serve them better. The chairman of the Administration and Finance Committee (AFC) of the Economic Community of West African State ECOWAS, Yakubu A. Dado, has presented a draft 2024 consolidated community budget of 397,250,748 units of account UA before ECOWAS parliamentaries for consideration. The budget presented before the Parliament on Tuesday, however, represented a decrease of 5% compared to that of 2023, which was 480,672,480 units of account. The 2023 budget saw an increase of about 24,460,009 unit of account, representing 6% when compared to the approved budget of 2022 of the sum of 393,612,400 unit of account. Consequently, the Parliament referred it to the ad hoc committee set up by plenary in accordance with parliamentary rules of procedure. The committee is chaired by the first Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliamentary, Ahmed Idris Wasi. It was expected to scrutinize the draft budget and report to the plenary with its opinion and recommendations for adoption. The 2024 draft budget allocated 23,250,934 unit of account to ECOWAS Parliament. 16,417,047 unit of account to ECOWAS. Court of Justice 62,689,949 unit of account to West African Health Organization and 12,017,701 unit of account to intergovernmental groups against money laundering, the Office of the Audit General, ECOWAS Commission, Special Programs and Interventions in Member States, and Peace and Security. The Nigerian Correctional Service Enugu State Command says it has registered 1,137 inmates for the National Examination Council of Nigeria external exams in the last 12 years. This was disclosed by the Controller of Corrections, Nicholas Obiaku, on Tuesday in Enugu. The controller said 124 inmates were taking the ongoing NECO external examination at the Special Studies Center within Enugu Custodial Center, adding that 3 custodial centers in the state comprising Enugu, Nsukka, and Oji River have been doing well so far. The educational pursuit and formation of inmates were concerned. The Kano State Command of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency NDLEA has destroyed over 15.7 tons of narcotic drugs and other psychotropic substances seized in the last 3 years. The command's public relations officer Sadiq Megatari discloses in a statement issued on Monday. He also said the destruction operation covered the period from October 8, 2020 to October 17, 2023. He maintained that the substances included cannabis sativa, cocaine, psychotropic substances, methamphetamine, barbiturates, and assorted expired drugs. He reiterated the agency's commitment to eradicating illicit drugs in every local government by establishing divisional narcotic offices as approved by its chairman and chief executive officer, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, retired. You're watching Global TV News Circle, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. On the News Circle's returns, U.S. military aircraft with 8 crew crashes off Japan. The news continues shortly with details of this and other stories right after this short break. Please don't go away. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the News Circle from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. And on the foreign scene, a U.S. Osprey military aircraft with 8 crew on board crashed Wednesday off the coast of Japan, the Coast Guard said. The island of Yakushima lies south of Japan's southmost main island, Kyushu. A report has that Osprey departed from the Ikusui U.S. base in the Yamaguchi region, headed for the Kadena base in Okinawa. The tilt-rotor Osprey aircraft has a troubled history with a string of fatal crashes over the years. Hurricane forces, winds and snowfall has left 10 people dead and 23 people, including children, were injured in Ukraine, piling pressure on emergency services and the energy grid already burdened by the Russian invasion. The storm has lashed swaths of south of the country as well as the Crimean Peninsula, that was annexed by the Kremlin and regions in the southern Russia. Ukraine's energy grid and rescue services have been overextended by Russia's nearly 2 years invasion. The ministry said the hardest hit area was the southern Odessa region, where emergency services says they have provided assistance to nearly 2,500 people. Authorities had earlier said the storm had at least 5 people dead. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has ordered great protection for international firms' rights and intellectual property as Beijing works to lure in foreign companies spooked by a crackdown on alien economy. US and European firms in China have said that doing business is harder than ever in geopolitical anti-espionage law raided on multinational and favorable treatment for domestic competitors weigh on morale. Xi, in a written speech at APEC summit of chief executives this month, invited firms to invest, promising heartwarming measures to make it easier for foreign companies to invest and operate in China. Foreign entrepreneurs have long complained about vague and arbitrary regulations in China, chief among them being intellectual property theft, an issue raised by US officials during visit to China this year. US and European enterprise lobbies warned in September that foreign businesses' confidence in China has reached its lowest in years and slowing growth and geopolitical tensions hit investment prospects. And in business, where the Minister of Power Adebayo Adilabu says the short-term focus of the federal government in the power sector is to prioritize metering, electricity distribution and transmission to enhance power supply nationwide. He disclosed this during the third roundtable on enforcement of technical standards, regulations and mandate of the Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency. According to a statement by the Power Ministry, Adilabu highlighted the upcoming power sector strategy roadmap, emphasizing a bottom-up approach to prioritize impact over the previous top-down strategies. And in sports, Super Falcons coach Justin Madugu is optimistic that he has the squad to beat Cape Verde in their 2024 African Women's Cup of Nations final round. First leg qualifier at the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja on Thursday. The Super Falcons are without top stars Asisat Oshola, Jennifer Echegini, Halimatu Ainde, Ifoma Onumonu, and Michelle Alozie. He opted out of the game for various reasons, but Madugu says he has good substitute for them. 20 of the 21 invited players were at the team's camp yesterday, with only Universities of Pittsburgh of America's Deborah Abiodun still being expected to be at last night. Nigeria reached its final stage of the qualification series following the withdrawal of Shantumi Senior Girls from a second-round fixture in September. Tomorrow's encounter will begin at 4 o'clock p.m. with Madugu most likely to hand leadership of the rear guard to Mexico-based veteran Osinachi Ohali, who was among the first players in the camp, and with Captain Rashidat Ajibade to lead the middle field and attack that could include Peace Effie, Tony Payne, Esther Onyenezide, and Omodrini Shola Babajide, Esther Okoroko, Uchenna Kanu, and Gift Monday. Nigerian winger Samuel Chukwueze scored his first goal for AC Milan in the UEFA Champions League match against Borussia Dortmund in San Siro on Tuesday. Chukwueze leveled the result of Rossoneri on the night of after 37 minutes with a spectacular solo effort dribbling past two BVD players before smashing into a loose shot right into the bottom corner. Milan earlier had a chance to open the scoring, but Oliver Giroud misses his penalty in the 6th minute as he was denied by Gregor Kobel. Marcus Rose then scored the opener with a penalty of his own in the 10th minute, sending his effort into the top left corner. Striker Hwang Eun-jin has been suspended by South Korea 7 weeks before the Asian Cup because of a police investigation into allegations he illegally filmed his ex-girlfriend. Hwang played South Korea in 2 World Cup qualifiers this month, scoring a penalty against Singapore, but the Korean Football Association on Tuesday suspended him pending police investigations. Leon Nam, who heads the KFC's ethics committee, told reporters that national players must conduct themselves with a high degree of morality and responsibility. That's it on Global TV News Circle. We are on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production team, I am Fauziya Lukman, thanking you so very much for watching.